Alright, let's look at the homework 12.1, problem number 10. Alright, so we want to find an equation of the sphere with points such that the distance from A is twice as long as the distance from B. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, so let's find the distance between P and A. So I'm going to give coordinates for P. I'm going to call it maybe give x comma y comma z. Right? So if you find the distance from between P and A would be simply using the distance formula. You have a square root. Then we have x minus -1, so plus 1 squared, plus y minus 4 squared, plus z minus 3 squared. Right? Then this is going to be twice as long as, so this is going to be equal to 2 times the distance between P and B. So we're going to have square root. Then we have x minus 5 squared plus y minus 3 squared plus z minus -2, so plus 2 squared. Alright, so since square root is in the way, I'm going to go ahead and square both sides so I can get rid of the square root and square root. And also we have to square 2, so this becomes 4. Alright, so I'm going to just multiply it all out so that we can simplify. So multiply it out, you're going to get x squared plus 2x plus 1. And plus you have a y squared minus 8y plus 16. And plus z squared minus 6z plus 9. Right? And this is equal to 4 times. Right? So we're going to have x squared minus 10x plus 25 plus y squared minus 6y plus 9, right? Plus z squared plus 4z plus 4, right? It's kind of tedious, right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to collect the like terms here. We have x squared here, and you have x squared, but there's times 4. So I'm gonna left over would be there's gonna be 4x squared minus x squared, so you're gonna have 3x squared, right? And then I'm gonna collect y squared term. So you have the y squared here, and there's gonna be 4y squared. So again, we're going to have, let's see, 3y squared. All right. Then there's a z squared here, and there's a z squared. It's actually 4z squared again. So we're going to have plus 3z squared. All right. Then we're going to collect the x terms. So there's going to be 2x here. And then you're going to have negative 40x. 4 times -10. So it's going to be negative 42x. So negative 42x here. All right. Then we have negative 8y here. And then you have, let's see, so negative 24. So it's a negative 24 plus 8, so negative 16. Oh, actually here, negative 16y. All right. So we have that. And how about the z term? So you have z is a negative 6z here. And there is, let's see, 4 times 4 is 16z. So 16 plus 6, it's going to be 22z. So plus 22z. All right. So then we have to take care of the constant terms. So we have, let's see, there's a 1 here, and that makes it 10. And there's going to be 26. All right. So I'm going to put 26 here. All right. And on this side, let's see. So we have 25 here. And so there's a 9, so it's 34. And then it's going to be another 4, so 38. So we have a 38 times 4. Right, 4 times 8 is 32. And 4 times 3 is 12. It's going to be, so 152. So 152 on the right hand side, and I put it over to the other side, so it's going to be negative 152. Right, so that took care of all the terms here. Right, and the next thing we need to do is let's see, we need to I'm going to simplify this. So this is going to be, so this guy is going to be negative 126, right? Right. Then since x squared and y squared and z squared has 3 in front, so I'm going to just divide through by 3 just to make it look a little bit better. So divide through by 3, right? So on this side we have, so negative 126 divided by 3. So you're going to have negative 42, right? Then on this side, right, divide by 3, so you have x squared, and divide by 3, you're going to have, let's see, 1, and what's going to be 14x, and divide by 3, so you have a y squared minus 16 over 3y, and plus z squared plus 22 over 3z. All right, so we got that. All right, then we need to complete the square here. All right, so what we're going to do is, let's see here, what we need here is going to be, we're going to add, right, 1/2 of this number is negative 7, square that, so it's 49. So I'm going to have to add 49 there, right? And here, 1/2 of that is negative 8 over 3. And if you square that, 8 squared would be 64. 3 squared would be 9. So we have that. Right, and the last one is 1/2 of that is 11 over 3. So square that. 11 times 11 is 121. And the 3 squared would be 9. So we need to add, let's see, 64 over 9, and we're going to also add 121 over 9. Right, so what would this be? So this is going to be 7 right there. So if you add those up, so it's going to be 185 and over 9. All right, so 7 is same thing as 60. Let's see. All right, so 7 is same thing as 63 over 9, right? So we can just add them up. All right, so add them up. So you're going to have, let's see, 3 times 5 is 8. And 6 plus 8 would be 14. Right, so it's going to be 248 over 9, right? So that's going to be the left-hand side. Maybe I should write that down. So here, you're going to have 248 over 9. It's not very pretty, but this is going to be equal to, right? So if you complete the square, you're going to have x, half of that number, is negative 7 squared. plus y minus half of that number is 8 over 3 squared. And the last one is z plus half of that number is 11 over 3 squared. All right, so let's type in so we know that here. All right, so the equation we found was x minus 7 squared and plus we have a y minus 8 over 3 squared plus z plus 11 over 3 squared, and this was equal to 248 divided by 9. All right, so the center is easy to find, so that's going to be 7 comma and 8 over 3 comma and then negative 11 over 3. And then the radius is going to be, we just need to take the square root of that. So I'm going to just say square root of, and 248 over 9. Let's see if it takes that answer. All right, so submit for testing. All right, it came back and looks like we got all these guys correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.